Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ade-OLUWA. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and click on the notification bell for more updates. I'm always usually doing videos when I haven't had much sleep because I'm usually keyed up at that time. So I had I made the mistake, I think, of going to watch a video of a reaction to a video, and so I'm reacting to that, but mostly to the video itself, where a guy was talking about, he was telling the men to not go for women who are in their 20s and certainly not in their 30s, that he should go for women 18-year-olds. And I'm thinking, what? Like, what I thought was predator alert. Like, the first thing he said was about fertility. So now a female to him is a means of reproduction. How romantic. Next thing he talked about, they're not easy they can't be molded and trained. Of course, I knew that was the reason why he would advise men to go for 18-year-olds. But hearing him say it, I felt, can someone put some predator alert on this guy? Like when you have maybe predator watch or something, or pedophile watch, because I don't trust a man who talks like this. Like, mold and train? How about, oh, look, I didn't want to get bothered. I chose not to be bothered because that is a common sort of like saying for some men. They don't want women in their age bracket and all of that, which it doesn't bother me. I try not to let it bother me because for me, I think, hey, younger men are finding older women attractive. So, I mean, we women have options if we're open to it, as long as the guy has the qualities that we need in a man, his age notwithstanding. you know I don't think anything else matters, and that includes his age. But a man going for an 18-year-old, I mean, a woman shouldn't even be going for an 18-year-old, but a man going for an 18-year-old, and his reason is not that he's of the intellectual level with the lady. They didn't even talk about intellectual in ah he didn't even talk about the mind. The only time he mentioned the mind was where he gets to control the woman. And I'm like, God, we still have people like that out there. It's scary. And I'm thinking, let everybody hold on to their teenagers because this is crazy. Can you imagine that guy being a family friend to a family that have teenage girls, and they probably have no idea that is his orientation? And they'll be seeing him as the uncle, the young uncle of their child. Heaven forbid. Oh Lord, I don't want to even think about that. And it put things into perspective for me that, you know what, when I do get married, I'm going to be watching my husband's friends very closely. Do you understand? Very closely. You should anyway, but really, with this video, that reinforced it for me. Because I don't want some he goat sniffing after my future teenage daughter because he's looking for someone to groom. Let me just say that there is nobody we're going to jail for. Let me just put it out there. And for a woman, if you happen to stumble upon a conversation like that, where the men are saying that they prefer the younger the better, sometimes I think they stick to 18 because they don't want to be seen somehow. But I think they goofed already, because if they can get away with being with a 16-year-old that happens to look like an 18-year-old, they will do it. I'm almost sure of it. And no, this is not me being a jealous woman or something, but I'm just worried, like, like, wow. So for a woman who is older, please, this is not the time to get jealous, okay? You wouldn't even want a man who thinks like that, because if he finds an 18-year-old, the younger the better, attractive, you have to worry if your daughters will be safe with him. Who needs that, right? Well, let me not bore you anymore. So take care of yourself, ladies and gentlemen, please. If you need something to groom and mold and train, get a pet. Not a human pet. Get a pet. A cat, a dog, or a horse or something. Yeah. Although, frankly speaking, if it's a horse, it's not hard. It's very, very hard to train. But I guess you are looking for something to train. I'm only giving you advice. But leave the young girls alone. If you're going to be with a young girl, be with her for who she is, not for what she can give you. Not because of her womb, not because of her ovaries, and not because she can be trained and molded, not so that she can be a reflection of you. If you need a reflection of yourself, look into the mirror. Yeah, look into the mirror. Shalom.